Hey, what's up, guys? Okay, so I've been talking to a lot of people over Skype and Facebook Messenger, and there's a lot of people that are still struggling so badly with TOS that they cannot even do a simple stretch without flaring up. Now, I know that feeling, and I know exactly what you're going through, because when I was stuck in the house for those 4 months, if you watch my previous videos, one of my first videos, I talk about being stuck in the house for about 4 months where I couldn't even leave. I took one step out the door and I felt dizzy and I just didn't have a life. 4 months of my life I was stuck inside. I couldn't lay on my bed because I was just too uncomfortable. So I basically was on the floor the whole day, and I was watching TV and I couldn't do anything but lay on the floor most of the day. I'd get up to go to the kitchen to get some food and go to the bathroom or whatever, but basically I was living for 4 months on the floor. Okay, so I want to go into the very basics of the smallest changes you can do that will have a huge impact on your entire body, your entire health, and the way your muscles feel in general. So, not many people know this, but 90% of the world's population is magnesium deficient. Now, magnesium plays such a vital role in the communication between our cells in our body. It controls spasms and cramping and twitching and a whole bunch of different factors within our muscle and skeletal system. So magnesium is vital. If you don't want to have those twitching muscles and those constantly cramping muscles, if you cramp up a lot, you're probably lacking magnesium. So obviously TOS, you cramp up and twitch and all of that. But if you take a magnesium supplement, you're going to have noticeable changes. Take magnesium for about a week. I take the tablets. You get fizzies and a whole bunch of things. You get it from your food, but if you can take a supplement on a daily basis just to add that extra magnesium that you're not getting, it's going to make such a big difference. Another very good supplement to take is zinc. Now that helps with hair growth and nail growth. It also plays a part if you have chronic fatigue, if you're extremely tired all the time, because it also plays a vital role within the cells. So taking zinc along with magnesium is one of the best combinations, because the zinc and magnesium are absorbed at its optimum together. So if you can take zinc and magnesium together on a daily basis, you're going to feel huge improvements. So you're going to feel a lot more energized. You're not going to cramp up as much. You're not going to have twitching muscles all the time. You're not going to feel as exhausted the whole time and drained. So that's the very basics of supplementation, just to feel a little bit better with your TOS. The next thing I want to tell you about is glutamine. Now, glutamine is an essential amino acid. We have 21 amino acids in our body, and glutamine is like the building blocks of protein. So your muscles are made up of protein, and if you break down those muscles, one of the essential amino acids is glutamine. Now, taking glutamine is usually used by people that are in the gym all the time, and it helps with healthy muscle growth, and it helps with the tearing of muscles. So on a microfiber level, when you train, your muscles tear very slightly. So glutamine repairs those microfibers and repairs that muscle and helps muscle grow stronger, better. So with TOS, a lot of people have muscle atrophy, and taking glutamine can actually slow down that catabolic effect of your muscle, and it can actually promote muscle growth. So you're not going to turn into this huge bodybuilder, but you are going to limit the amount of muscle that's broken down on a daily basis, because muscle atrophy leads to worse symptoms, because you have the deterioration of the muscles in your arms and in your hands and your thumbs. And the weaker your muscles are and the less muscle you have, the more your bones and joints are going to feel out of place because they move around a lot more. So taking glutamine is one way to eliminate and slow down that atrophy without having to go to the gym and flaring up even further. If you can get to a point where you can take the glutamine and you can actually do some stretches, you're going to feel that glutamine actually limits that stiffness you have the next day with doing the stretches or any gym routine that you're busy with. So glutamine doesn't only help with that, it also helps with gut lining and gut health. So people that have intestine problems and stomach problems, taking glutamine actually rebuilds the lining of your stomach, and it helps aid in digestion. So it's a very good amino acid to take. And it's also found naturally in food, but in very small quantities. So if you can get a supplement, it's relatively cheap. It's one of the cheapest supplements you can get on the market. It's usually known as L-glutamine. Most of the amino acids have L in front of it. But just look for glutamine, any of the shops. Doesn't matter which brand you're getting, just make sure it's a good one. Okay, and then finally on the supplement side and the dietary side, there's something that I do every single day, and I've been doing it for probably 2 years now, and that is warm lemon water. Now this is one of the simplest things you can do. All you need is fresh lemons, freshly squeezed lemons, and you boil the kettle, fill it up with a bit of cool water so the water is lukewarm, or a little bit hotter than lukewarm. Squeeze in quite a bit of lemon juice, and you drink that cup of lemon juice. Simple as that. Now the reason I started drinking lemon water initially was because my arm was blue and I started getting cellulite on my arm, which is the weirdest thing. A lot of people don't get that symptom with TOS, but if your lymph nodes are blocking up because your nerve is pinched and the lymph isn't functioning properly, the toxins start building up in your arm. So I had a blue arm, I had cellulite on my arm, and I just felt like I had toxicity in my body, like I needed to get rid of it. And you don't really notice it immediately, but over time you can actually feel that your body's feeling a little bit acidic and you're feeling weighed down and you're exhausted and you're not feeling good at all. So drinking the lemon water helps your lymph nodes flush out those toxins when your body can't do it alone. Now if your body's acidic, you're going to feel pain a whole lot worse. The acidity builds up into in your body, and you actually feel pain a lot more, and your joints feel stiff and they click a lot, and it really is not a good feeling. So the more alkaline you can get your body, the better you're going to function, the better you're going to feel, and you're going to feel a lot less pain just by drinking the lemon water, because it's going to flush out all the excess acidity in your body. Now it sounds weird because lemon is acidic, but when it goes into your body, it actually alkalines and it neutralizes the acidity in your body. So this is the very best way to have a natural, not a painkiller, but a natural energy boost and something that can flush your body out properly. Okay, the last thing I want to show you, if you're really struggling, is the simplest thing you can do to train your body to keep the correct posture and to start learning how to stay in the correct posture using your muscle memory. So if you're one of those people that are struggling to do any sort of stretch, this is probably the easiest, simplest thing you can do. So the first thing you can do, stand up against the wall. Now try to put your shoulders onto the wall and your head. So you're basically just straightening out your whole body. Now this seems like a stupid thing to do, but if you're really struggling and you have that forward head and forward rounded shoulders, you're not going to be able to stand like that. It's going to be such a mission just to put your shoulders back and to put your head back. When I was struggling, it was about 2 years ago when I was at my worst point, I couldn't even do that. It was such a struggle to put my head back. Literally my scalenes were shaking uncontrollably. So work on this on a daily basis. If you need to sit, pull up a chair and just see what you can do to get your shoulders back. So just work on this on a daily basis. Every time you go to the kitchen, just stand against the wall, just stand, hold it there, put your head back, hold it for a few seconds. Don't force yourself if you're struggling too much. Just see where you can go to. Hold it for like 10-15 seconds if you can. Hold it there, relax, carry on with your day. So this slowly builds up that muscle memory that trains your body to keep that natural posture straight, aligned, takes all the stress off your neck and off your back as often as you can. It's the simplest thing you can do, and it's going to help with that muscle memory, and that's going to help your muscle remember to stay in that correct form. The next thing you can do is either standing or sitting and shake your arms out and see how your thumbs hang. Most people's thumbs hang way inwards when they got rounded shoulders, and this is a problem. You need to practice rotating your arm outward and your thumb outward so that it points in that direction. So all you have to do if you're sitting on the couch or wherever if you're standing or walking, just squeeze your shoulder blades together, do a chin tuck, pull it back if you can. If that's too much, just squeeze your shoulder blades together, rotate your thumbs outwards, and just hold it there for a few seconds. 20 to 30 seconds at a time. Relax, do it again a few times, and do this on a daily basis. And that, along with standing against the wall, is going to give you that posture and take all that strain off. So these are the simplest things you can do as a start, because that's all you need. You need small changes to make a huge difference in your life.